Listen, at the end of the day, Monk Mode Gang, you know what's going on. I might drop 12 videos today. Listen, I really don't care about the algorithm. I really don't care about the views. But I'm here to tell you, just like the Yin Yang Twins, you guys have the Yin Yang Twins type of attitude in life. This is why you're gonna look 5 months pregnant just like one of the Yin Yang Twins. Still having to perform. The sweat coming down my brow, all these ski vol. Listen, y'all worried about all the women that's on the window to the wall. Listen, we only worried about every Urus and every Corvette from the window to the wall. Listen, we putting all the sweat from the hard work that it's going to take to get all these Lambos and all these Corvettes from the window to the wall, like the Yin Yang Twins. But the Yin Yang Twins, they sold their soul. So when you sell your soul, Lucifer going to have you a slave to the day you die. When you 70 years old, gray hair and all, you're not going to be in shape. You smash women from the window to the wall, all 50 states. You're not going to have any energy to get buys and tries. So at the end of the day, listen, this is a more simpler life. And you can actually go on a generational run. You don't have to sign a $1 million 360 deal. So you're $1 million negative in the hole. Now you got to get they million back. But listen, with that million in the hole, you're $1 million negative. So once you get that million, you still don't have enough millions to give them their million back. And you don't have enough million for $1 million for yourself. So listen, if you sign $1 million deal, you're really $3 million in the hole. Signing a $1 million record deal, you're $3 million in the hole. And rap does not pay. But you can't tell the average black male that in the hood. He wants to be a drill rapper. He doesn't know that out of the country of America, nobody besides the UK cares about drill music. It's not long term. You might get shot. You might have to go to a war zone and perform, and you might not make it back. Your Corvette, your Lamborghini is going to get shot up like J.D. Youngin. You're going to get deleted coming out the house because somebody going to set the drop on you because you're around wolves. You're still going back to the hood when you're a millionaire and you're driving a Corvette. You're driving a Z06 C8 and you're trying to go back to the hood. At the end of the day, listen, it's not going to work out. Listen, you need to live around the other races. You need to live around the white neighborhoods because it's peaceful. It's still the Matrix. The suburbs is still the Matrix. The suburbs, they still don't have buys and tries. They may have the Lamborghinis, but they don't have the buys and tries to complement themselves in the Lamborghini. It only looks good when a supermodel hops out the Lamborghini. But when they hop out the Lamborghini, we don't see buys and tries. At the end of the day, if you're not a football player, they don't expect you to have millions and buys and tries. They don't expect us to have real estate. They don't expect us to have a $50 million real estate portfolio. They don't expect you to have a $70 to $80 million real estate portfolio with buys and tries at the same time, like Future said, at the same damn time. Listen, I'm not playing with this video. These dudes don't want you to have buys and tries. They want you to look defeated, express that you're defeated, and do nothing and find zero solutions on why you're defeated. If you're defeated, listen, get the muscles before you get the money, because the muscles is gonna leave and give you the keys to the money. I repeat, the muscles is gonna give you the keys to the money. You don't have to sell your soul for women. All you have to do is take your time. Get your real estate portfolio up. Get the Lambo. Get the Corvette. And guess what? You'll be able to live happily ever after once your real estate portfolio goes up. You got to understand, in Brazil, you think a woman won't want to come with me if I tell her if I have a $10 million island to myself in Brazil? I repeat, you think the model Miss Brazil won't come with me if I have a $10 million island in Brazil to myself? Listen, I got a whole island, baby girl. I could tell her, I got a whole island, baby girl, because I stayed focused on buys and tries in my real estate portfolio. I didn't listen to AMS. I didn't listen to FedEx Fearless that told me to go date in Colombia and risk getting deleted and risk getting scopamine, risk getting HIV. Listen, at the end of the day, these dudes want you to go date in Colombia and you don't speak Spanish. So when you don't speak Spanish and you want to go date in Colombia, guess what? It's a language barrier. You don't know that they were disrespecting you the whole entire time because it was a language barrier. You didn't know what red flags were. You didn't see any red flags. You don't know the language. But FedEx Fearless told you 10 steps. I mean, you smashed, but you still got disrespected. These guys want you to go to different countries to smash and still get disrespected. You have to smash, but guess what? You could only smash the escort. At the end of the day, the only escort you will ever see me with is a police one. I repeat, at the end of the day, the only escort you guys will ever see me with in life is a police one. A police escort. That's from deleting a troll. So at the end of the day, we're focused on greatness. This is what the biceps and the triceps represent. We're focused on greatness. And since we're focused on greatness, we only do great things in life. We only have great results. We only have long-term great results in life because we put in a long-term progress to receive those great results. We weren't out risking getting women pregnant at 17 years old. We weren't trying to get women pregnant at 19 years old. Listen, it was a phrase back in my time. They were talking about they're going to trap a woman. They were teaching guys to trap a woman. If she's the prettiest woman, just bust inside of her. And then now you have no choice but to have that V-Box for the rest of your life. Now, back then when I couldn't control my lust and I wasn't on monk mode, I was thinking, that's a great idea. Through the blessings of God, the woman that I bust in, she had a miscarriage. Thank the Lord, because God will protect you. I repeat, if you believe in Jesus Christ, the Most High, He will protect you. So I made a mistake, and I made a mistake by busting inside of a woman that I didn't really want. I just wanted the cat at the time. Now, 6-7 years later, 10 years later from down the line, I got the Lambos. I wouldn't want to have that woman as the child of my son or daughter or the mother of my child. I wouldn't want her to be the mother of my child. Listen, at the end of the day, she only speaks one language. How can we get the Lambos sold in Russia if she doesn't speak Russian? We can't sell to anybody in Europe. She doesn't speak any form of European language. So at the end of the day, it will not work out. God will protect you. I'm telling you, on monk mode, God is only looking out for the guys on monk mode. He's not looking out for the guys on semen retention. Semen retention guys have lust problems and they're going to keep relapsing because they're looking on the best way. Every streak on semen retention, they're just looking for better and better ways to attract a better thotty. They want to attract a better attitude, a more prettier attitude. Listen, if you smash in America, listen, you're just going to get attitude. At the end of the day, we're going to have $10 million private islands in Brazil. Do you think it would be a smart investment to invest in American women as the mother of my child, the bearer of my seed. She's going to take care of my seed. Listen, absolutely not. There's too many Don Julio nights in the black community. There's too many Don Julio nights in the American culture. Listen, even the white girls, too many Don Julio nights. Listen, it's 2025 and we got to think about the future. Listen, I'm only empowering and impregnating when I'm established a woman that can speak multiple languages, not just 2 languages. She speaks 4 to 6 different languages. I repeat, she speaks 4 to 6 different languages, and she's going to be very beautiful. She can run for beauty pageants. She can run for Miss Brazil. That's the woman that I'm messing with. I'm getting the woman that I actually want, so I don't have to cheat in the future. You'll have to cheat in the future if you don't get the woman that you really want. The woman that you really want, you won't even want to cheat on her because that's what you really want. So at the end of the day, listen, I'm going to bless my wife with the Lamborghini, a pink Lamborghini yours. At the end of the day, only the woman that I really want can get that car out of me for free. Only the woman that speaks 6 languages can get that car out of me for free. Only the woman that in her culture, it's just taught to respect men at the utmost respect. Russian women, they don't disrespect their men. They don't disrespect men in their culture. In America, you can be worth $50 million, $100 million. She will call you a boy. At the end of the day, we're not mad at them. We just avoid them. At the end of the day, the Bible says, let no man steal your joy. So, with that being said, I'm not going to let the guy who calls me twin steal my joy. He's not going to be in a Lambo yours in 10 years. At the end of the day, in 10 years, he's going to be with a single mother that calls him a boy. So hurt people have to hurt other people, and he's going to call somebody else a twin. And they don't even know this guy. This is why I tell you not to be a sideline watcher and do not be a fanatic. Instead of watching Drake pull up in his new Maybach or Maybach, whatever you want to call it, tomato, you can create content. And over the span of 10 years, you'll be able to afford a Maybach or a Maybach, tomato, whatever you want to call it. You'll be able to afford that. But a lot of people, they don't want to create content. They just want to complain. So we have to leave them exactly where they at. Listen, we have no time to talk. Why do you think we want to talk? This is what the content is for. At the end of the day, I talk on YouTube. In person, I'm busy at all times. I don't have a lamb yet, and I don't have a $10 million island yet in Brazil. I don't have a $22 million island yet with 22 different houses on that island. At the end of the day, listen, we don't have time to talk. I'm not at the genetic jackpot. Listen, I'm only like 40% right now. This is 40%. I'm at 40%. I'm not even at 70% yet. I'm not at my full potential yet. At the end of the day, we're not talking to the trolls. We invite all the trolls over. Listen, if you want to give us the views and help us get monetized faster, at the end of the day, come on, let's go. Vámonos. At the end of the day, Monk Mo Gang, you know what's going on. Listen, America is for the people that are well past established. If you can't pull out the jets, if you can't pull out the Lambos, listen, give it up. You want a wife? Go to a different country. You want love, companionship, and you're in America? Get a small dog. Get a small dog and run it up in the supercars and get biceps and triceps. Take care of yourself. Take care of your health. Retain your seed. The Lambo, the supercars, the dream life is in your seed. The more you smash, you want to have fun, that's your fun. You don't get funds because you already had your fun. At the end of the day, Monk Mode gang, you know what's going on. Listen, bro.